Good morning. See who all pops on. All right. Well, I guess I'll start getting ready. I'll find my primer first. Anybody out there? Good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Where in the world is my primer? Okay, used to me. Not the one I'm looking for. I'm losing stuff now. I really have. Oh, it's in there. Duh. Hold on. All right. There's somebody watching, but I don't know who. Just trying to get everything set up. Oh, it's been a long morning, you guys. That's for sure. Tried to message a few people, but I don't know if anybody's awake. Am I the only early person? I feel like I'm the only one that gets up early. Is 10 o'clock too early for people? How's our dog time change? I did not. I need to figure out the cooking's back somehow. Sleep good last night. I was up a lot. I forgot to grab a towel too. Oh well. There's gotta be a way to get these things out the way. Do I have anything? Anything through this junk drawer that I have? See that paper? That's called children behind their stuff in my drawer. Spooky stuff. Spooky. Spooky-ish. Did that work? Yeah, okay, that worked. Get that away. Bring my curls back down. Okay, those of you who are just joining or watching the replay, I used the Unique face primer I always use. And then I'm just going to go in and do my eyebrows. I'm going to be looking off to the side because my mirror's over here. And I just pencil those bad boys in. Don't come from the ladies. I have to wax my eyebrows this weekend. I have people on my Facebook and Instagram telling me I need to do tutorials on how I do my makeup. I am no professional, that's for sure. Look, do you see the difference between eyebrows? And I really don't know how to explain it more like that. I just go with the flow and hope at the end that it turns out alright. If I try to make my eyebrows as even as possible, I guess is what you would say. Hi, Dana. Good morning. Looks like you had a great weekend. I I did too. I had a lot of fun this weekend. Dressing the kids up, doing, trick or treat with them, and then, yeah, I know it looks crazy, but I promise it will turn out all right once I blend. We also went to a Halloween party. That was really fun at the AKA boyfriend's house, which has always been like a inside joke between his girlfriend and me and him and my husband. It's actually my husband's best friend. They've been friends since they were like, I don't know, 5, I think it was. How old they were? How long they've been friends for? Thank you. I was a sexy SWAT member, I guess is what you want to call it. And then at our last Halloween party that I went to, not this past weekend, but the weekend before, my niece actually, my adult niece, let me just add it like that, she wanted to be a dog, so we made her like my canine for it, my canine hound dog or whatever. She didn't really dress up this. I mean, she didn't have her dress on or anything like that at this last Halloween party that we went to, but she still wore her ears and stuff like that. If anybody's wondering, I'm using this concealer, Neutrogena, because I've mentioned before I have the most. We did too. Well, I didn't, but everybody else did. I'm not allowed to drink yet, unfortunately. Anyways, I'm using the Neutrogena concealer on my eyeballs, and like I said before, I have super, super sensitive skin, so I have to be careful of the products that I put on my face. And that's why I usually use unique brands. I ran out of my foundation that's for wintertime, because I'm a lot paler in the wintertime than I am in the summer. So I'm just kind of going with what I have, and it's usually a really good, decent brand for your skin. But most of the stuff that I put on my face is unique. Oh, those sound so good. I actually took a few sips of my niece's drink, and it was absolutely amazing. It was apple cider with caramel uh, vodka in it, and it tastes like those caramel apple like candy sucker things. Amazing, not gonna lie. I fell in love with it, and that will probably be my go-to drink every time now. Because, like I said, I had a few sips of it because I didn't want to go over my sugar limit that I'm strictly on right now. So I didn't get sick. I did not want to. It was so good, Anna. You have no idea. I wish you would have been there to taste it. You gotta try it next time you go out and about. So this isn't a unique brand. This is a different brand. But I will be using unique products. I'm just finding a blending color that I like to go with my other one. It's cold here. It's snowing. It snowed last night. I woke up with snow on the ground and I was not happy. And then I let the dog out to go to the bathroom. And when I brought her back in, I was wearing shorts because that's what I sleep in, is like shorts or a tank top or something like that. And when I brought her back in, I'm just putting a like mauve pink. That sounds really good too. I love blueberry pie moonshine. Um, when she came back in, she like touched her nose to my inner thigh, and I was literally ready to fight my dog at that point I have my heat up to 74. He likes me to keep it at like 72. No, thank you. It was 20 degrees this morning. You're so lucky. I would not have a problem dressing up in 90-degree weather, honestly. I do not complain at all when it comes to heat. I'll actually be down that way. We already scheduled our vacation. We are leaving here on the 26th of March and then leaving Florida on the 9th of April. So we'll be there for a good long 2 weeks. I'm just trying to blend this out really good before I start adding more to it. I'm not trying to make it too dark, that's why I'm just lightly going in. But yeah, no, I don't complain one time. Even though like the humidity is pretty bad here in Ohio, I never, ever, ever complain when it's hot out, and my husband thinks I'm weird out. Like, I don't worry about turning on the air unless it's like, because we get advisories sometimes that like the humidity is so bad that it's like hard to breathe. So that's when I'll turn the air on, or when Grayson's very temperature sensitive, and I don't know if it's because he was born in February that the heat messes with him sometimes. So on those days we'll turn the air on because we don't need him getting sick. And that was like this year. His school that he goes to goes through the board of DD. No, he will not. I've tried. My dad's tried. I've even threatened to chloroform him. Yeah, I went that far. And he has no interest in moving down there. Where is my blending brush? No, yeah, I use that one. He doesn't. He's pansy. Yes, I called my husband a pansy. He doesn't like the heat either, nor does he like hurricanes. And I told him, I was like, dude, we really don't have to worry. Like, tornadoes are scarier than hurricanes. At least you know. Like, sometimes I want them advance before a hurricane hits. Board up everything, buckle down. Okay, now I'm using my Unique pressed powder eyeshadow. It's like a brownish color, and it's called a brownish color. It's called Delicious. I would love to move to Florida, especially with stuff that's going on with my dad right now. I'm not going to get too big into detail with it, but his health wise scares me, and I don't like being so far away from him with what's going on, and it drives me nuts because he doesn't like doctors to begin with, and he's super freaking stubborn that he won't go do the blood work he needs to get done. And if I was there, girl, me neither. I used to wear makeup all the time, but I got depressed, gained weight, stopped taking care of myself, kind of ordeal, and kind of let it go. But it's like another artistic thing that I feel is artistic that I like to do, and that's why I got into the company that I'm into right now, which is Unique Products, and I love them, and especially because most of their profit goes to a really good charity organization type ordeal, um, to help uplift and um, support women and children who have been sexually abused. So that's another reason why I really like it. And their products are really good with um, like mineral products type ordeal. So it's really good for your skin. They also have a really um, really good skincare line as well. And my grandma actually uses their skincare because she has rosacea and dry skin. So for her birthday, I got her this. She's like 80 now, but she still works all the time. She's My grandma's just amazing. I don't think that woman's ever gonna go anywhere. But she I got her the oil, which is kind of expensive. I'm not gonna lie. Like this makeup has a decent price on it, but when you're paying for quality products that last forever, like literally last forever, um, and goes to a good cause, it's worth it to me, honestly. But she uses this oil that's like a tightening serum and a hydration serum um, that she loves. So, my eyes are always dry too, and I'm like partially blind. So, but the awesome thing about like their mascara, I'm gonna be showing you some of that here in a second. Their mascara is waterproof and like legit smudge proof because come on, I'm tired. I rub my eyes all the time and I never have any issue with it. Um, their eyeliner is really good. I'm gonna be using that today too. I'm trying to find my highlighting stick for my apps. Found it. Gotta wipe it off because I used it on memory. I had some left. Don't want that. Um, but it's like I said, it's worth it, and it goes to a good cause and everything. So that's where I'm at. Where is what am I doing? Oh, I need to put this on my lips real fast before I do anything else. My lips are dry. I'm gonna use one of their lip stains today. I think. I don't know. Do I want to use a lip stain or do I want to use a matte product? Also, their lipsticks. They're called Splash. I'll show you one. It's right here. Like their face primer and their eye primer and their like their Splash lipsticks that are like a matte finish. They go on like velvet. It feels like you're rubbing velvet over your um lips. Okay, let's hear updates on Sun. You said, how's your son doing in school? My autistic son has been extremely difficult. Okay, so Grayson is warming up to the fact of school because they placed him in a new building and new people around. He has been a little bit towards the end of the day because this is full year, first year being full time at the school. Um, After lunchtime, I get a note saying that he's been a little defiant, blah blah blah. But he is a 5-year-old. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like, what 5-year-old likes to sit still all day long? Because I know mine doesn't. And Grayson's a very active child, so yeah. But I think his teacher is getting used to the fact that that's how he is. I don't know. She's young, and I'm not sure if I like her or not. Is that wrong of me to say that? I guess like his other teacher that he had, Um, it was very similar to, yeah, my 13-year-old's like that too. Um, his old teacher was with him for 2 years. So like for I don't know how it is in Florida, but in Ohio, when your child has special needs and goes to a special needs school, they do 3 years of preschool and then they move up to kindergarten. So Grayson started school um, when he was 3, and the first year was he went to a normal preschool ish at the where my other kids go to school. Um, and he just went a couple days a week um, for like 3 hours. And then the next year, the following year, he went over to the board of, sorry, I'm trying to do eyeliner here, make it straight, board of DD, and his physical therapist and occupational therapist that has been with him since he was 6 months old um, left that vicinity and went to one in Fairlawn, which is about like 2 hours away from here. And luckily, his teacher looked like his physical therapist that he was with for 3 years. And so that made that transfer a little bit easier. Um, but she did preschool 1 and 2 with him. Like she started off as just like she was new when Grayson started. So she started off in the preschool classroom 1 and then she worked her way up to the classroom 2. So Grayson had her for 2 years and got really comfortable with her. I'm using my unique pencil eyeliner on my waterline. And so that made that school year fairly easy on everybody, including him and me. Um, but now moving into the kindergarten classroom, which is at a typical neurotypical children's school, um, he he's iffy about it. I guess is what you would say. So I always do my mascara last, but I'm gonna go ahead and put my mascara primer on here. This is the Moodstruck Epic primer, and this just helps give your lashes a nice coat and protect your lashes from any damage. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Grayson did so good with Miss Services, that was her name, and she was just an amazing teacher. And she did like home visits throughout the summer, before school started to get to know your kid, that kind of stuff, or personal calls during the holidays and stuff like that, just to make sure like everybody's cool and doing all right. And she was like really good at updates with your kids, and I really, 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 really enjoyed that, especially with Grayson being nonverbal and um, all the other things that he needs and stuff like that. And she was also really good with the older kids. So, like, if she brought something for Grayson during the holidays, she always made sure that Hunter and Emery did not feel left out um, in that process. So, that was another thing. And, with everything that was going on with my older son, she knew what was going on here at home because, like I said, we were all really close to her. She'd check in to make sure that Emery and Hunter were okay and um, stuff like that. So, and she helped a lot with getting information for Grayson to get his sign language program in, so that we could learn to communicate better with him. Because when he first started at the school at 3, he had no communication skills at all and was just starting to walk. So she helped with getting us into like the sign language classes and videos and stuff like that. Um, and she even got like the other two kids involved, and she was just a really good teacher. And I still call the school and talk to her, and she still like messages me and everything, um, just to check up on him. Um, and so his bus driver is still the same as what he had these past couple of years as well. And so they stop at that school first, and then they go over to Grayson School because Grayson School starts later than the other one. Um, so she'll get on the bus and talk to Grayson while the kids are unloading and so forth. She's just a really amazing teacher. I cannot say enough about her. Um, I lost my makeup again. Where did I put that? There it is. Found it. Um, yeah, it's difficult, and it's definitely like a learning type curve. I know that my parents have both, I'm not even gonna lie, both my mom and dad have struggled to understand Grayson. My dad, I did not vote. I do not vote. I do not get into politics, Mr. Ryan. Um, that's just not me. But my dad, whenever he comes up, Grayson says new word every time, and my dad just gets excited, and he's been pretty good about learning some sign language as well to communicate with Grayson. So I'm just forever grateful that I have a very supportive family. In the beginning, when it took us 3 years to get Grayson's diagnosis. So um, in the beginning, it was really, really difficult for the whole family, um, because like we didn't know what to expect, and some of the things that they were throwing at us at our genetics appointment were pretty terrifying. Um, and so getting those terrifying, like, possibilities, kind of really took a toll on us. But then, like, after the first year and a half of the first year and a half of the genetic testing, because we did a lot. We did like 4 different genetic tests. Um, it was scary. But then after that, it was like, well, Grayson's a happy kid, whatever it is. The only reason why we wanted to find out was to make sure that there was nothing that we really, really needed to worry about, as in like life expectancy and stuff like that. So that was the only reason why we wanted a diagnosis. But we told ourselves that if we never figured it out, that we would be fine with it as long as Grayson was happy. You know what I'm saying? Which he was a really happy kid. So we didn't stress the last year and a half of genetic testing. I mean, there was always that like hope that when we got there to that appointment that they would have some sort of answer, but we wouldn't get our hopes up because, like I said, we got so many non-answers. This is what you can say. Um, yeah, exactly. Um, so, as in for people watching Grayson, Grayson has never, ever in his entire life of the 5 years that he has been on this earth stayed with anyone. And And that's because he's not good with new surroundings. He likes his bed, he likes his blanket, he likes his things. So, and like I said, he's never been away from us since we brought him home from the hospital. We have tried to have him like stay the night at my mom's house, but every time like we walk out the door, he'd start freaking out. Um, but when but if she was to come here and stay, he doesn't have a problem with it. It's just staying at other people's houses, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like we would have to have him come to the house to um be with us, to watch him. And we really don't get a babysitter very often because Brad works 24/7, and I don't have really the desire to go out that much. And since he works so much, he doesn't like going anywhere when he is home. And if he does go anywhere, it's to ride his four-wheeler, really. So, um, we're lame, I guess. And all of our friends, Brad is a custodian at a school. He's been there pretty much his whole life. Um, so he went to school, right, like a normal person does. You go to school, and he ended up starting working for the school that he went to in the cafeteria while he was going to school there. Then he went to after school. He went to grounds, which is like landscaping, keeping up on the mowing and blah blah blah, all that. And then the year we got together, he moved to the custodian position. So, and that's where he's been ever since. He's been there for like 18 plus years, something like that. All right, mascara time. I'm using this one, which is my favorite mascara. I have very short eyelashes. Exactly. I have really short eyelashes, but this has fibers in it. It is waterproof as well, and it's called our Moodstruck Epic 4D. This is the new formula. Their old formula is this one right here. I have their old formula as well, if I can find it. Right here. Part one, there's two parts to the old formula. So the old formula, you'd get two different tubes of mascara, and how you would apply it is you just put a regular, you know, cheap mascara on that you wanted, and then you would take this one right here, which is like the adhesive for the mascara, and it's just like mascara. You know what I'm saying? And then you'd go in with this, which is the fibers. Um, and so on this brush, I don't know if you can tell. See, there's like little fibers sticking off of it. It would stick to that formula that you put on your eyes, and then you go back over it with this, and you can just keep doing as many layers as you want to get however dramatic of lashes you wanted. Well, the new formula is all in one, so you don't have to put any mascara on beforehand. It is just a mascara with the fibers built into it. It's the one step, pretty easy thing. So I use this one a lot, and you can also build with it. So like you put a layer on, wait for it to dry, and then put another layer, and so forth to make it however dramatic you want. I hate messing with fake eyelashes. I don't like the glue. It's damaging to your eyelashes and so forth. So getting a mascara that lengthens and thickens your eyelashes without all the hassle of the glue and trimming down and sticking on and making sure they're in the right spot. Sign me up. Sign me up. Yeah, I have short lashes due to wearing fake eyelashes for so many years. I think I wore fake eyelashes the entire time I was in high school. And I also stuck my head when I was 18 in my oven when it was hot and burnt off my eyelashes and eyebrows. So that didn't help me either. But that's where I'm at. We also have, I have all their mascara. Is that sad? Is it sad that I have every single brand of their mascara available? Because some days you just want a nice coating. Some days you want some pretty dramaticness. Some days you just want to make sure that, right? Um, on normal days, I use just the regular Moodstruck Epic, which is basically the same formula as this without the fibers in it. This is what I usually use every day. And then they also have this one. This is the newest one that they have. So this one is called the Twisted. So normal mascara, you pop it out and it looks like this. But the brush, I don't know if you can tell, has like a twisted effect to it, right? And it's pretty much the same formula as the regular Epic one, um, just a little bit thinner because this one like really coats every single eyelash. But why I like this one so much, the twisted, is this top part right here, twist off. And it's a super small wand and it is so perfect to get your bottom lashes with. So perfect. Like every little inch of your eye. Did you hear that? That growling noise? I don't know if my camera picked that up or not. That was my stomach. We're going to talk about that here in a minute too. So, makeup is done. Voila. The only thing I have to do is put my lips on, and I can't decide if I want to use a lip stain or a matte. Let's see what colors I have. I have two of each, I believe. This one and this one. So we have Sappy, which is a lip stain. It's not that dark of a red. It turns like a pinkish natural color on your lips. Then we have another stain, which is Simple, and it's not that dark either. It's a lip stain. It is more of a mauve burgundy type one, but not dramatic. And then we have um, this one, which is a splash liquid matte. I don't remember what color this is. Let me see. Stellar, which is like a nudish color. And then I have this one, which I just got, which is really pretty, is Successful. And it's more of like a pinkish mauve. I don't know, I think I'm going to go with the Simple. I think I'm going to go with the Simple. But I also have this unique product that I really love. And I don't know. No, we'll do that another day. We'll do dark lips another day. We're just going to do this one. So it just goes on. And it's like a liquidy, glossy, and then it dries and it doesn't smudge, which I love. So like if I'm drinking something or kissing on the kids or the husband, it doesn't come off. Ah, yes, that's something else I wanted to talk about. Going back to work. I have been pretty much a stay-at-home mom since I was 16. I did work at a couple bars. Um, Throughout that, um, and I did go to college for a while as well. So I plan on going back to work. I'm trying to get into the nursing home career type ordeal. Um, I'm trying. There's two places that I'm really trying to get into around here where I live. One is the nursing home that my grandmother, who passed away a few years ago, my dad's mom, lived in and died in. I love that nursing home. They took really good care of my grandma. They were very supportive during the time that she passed away and everything like that. And I just really enjoyed that. Good morning, Maisie. I just really enjoyed the surrounding that they had and how they worked really hard to keep her comfortable during her last few days with us. So there's that one. Another one that it's not really a nursing home, it's a group home that my uncle lives in. So I do have a disabled uncle, which is my dad's brother. Um, he was in a very bad motorcycle accident when he was 20, 21, I think. His son was 2 at the time. He was in a really bad motorcycle accident. Um, and he should not be with us today, honestly. Um, from what I've heard, I was not born yet when it happened, but he should not be with us today. He, I think my grandma said he was concluded brain dead several times after this accident. He was hit by a truck on his motorcycle, and so he has disabilities, as in like he's blind, um, and sometimes his thought process is back when before the accident happened, like President Nixon time. So um, he talks about Nixon a lot, stuff like that. But he's still, even though he had the accident and he's blind, and some of his mobility is a little bit slower, um, he's still, from what I've been told, this his still silly. Like my uncle Mike is hilarious. Um, like the other day when I talked to him, because I call and talk to him, um, I can't go to see him because of certain reasons, which I'll explain here in a second why I want to get into that job there. Um, so he's hilarious. Like the other day I asked him what he was having for dinner, and he said he was gonna go kill a cow and have himself a steak, that kind of thing. So he cracks me up whenever I'm on the phone with him. But as I was saying, is I wanted to get into there as like housekeeping or something like that. That way I can see my uncle, because when my grandma passed away a few years ago, the state took over my uncle and he got a new case manager, is what they call him here. And that new case manager is, I'm going to say it, and I am sorry for anybody, a complete asshole. Not even gonna lie. Um, when that happened, everybody except for my cousin Nick, who lives in a different state, which is his son, um, got taken off of his visitor list. And so now to visit him, you have to prove that you are a blood relative. So instead of jumping through hoops to do that, because I'm pretty sure they want us to bring birth certificates, and I think my dad might even have to be involved. My cousin Nick's trying to work around it, to figure it out, but because of that, I have not been able to see my uncle, and it irritates me and irks my soul, because where he lives, it's called St. John's Villa, and they do craft shows. So like whenever I'd go there to do my craft shows, um, he would come sit with me while I did them, and I got to spend time with him. Or around the holidays, I could go get him and bring him to my house to have Christmas dinner or Thanksgiving dinner with us, or even if I just wanted to take him down out to eat, I was allowed to do that. Now I can't, and it just irritates me because I'm the only one he has other than my brother here in Ohio, and I'm the closest to him. He's only 15 minutes away from me, as in my brother is like an hour away. And my dad lives down there with you, Dana. So those are, ooh, sorry, those are the two places that I am trying to get into. Like I said, I prefer being in with my uncle, but if I go to where my grandma was, they will put me through training so that I can get my STNA license and stuff like that, which is also another plus. Yes, it sucks so bad because I miss him. I actually was able to sneak and see him last year because I made ornaments for a lady, customized ornaments for a lady who works at what they call the oh my gosh, the Friendly Center, I think is what it's called out here. And it's a center where like people come from the nursing homes or the group homes around here and they all go and they hang out together and they play card games or listen to music, watch TV, dance, those kinds of things. And it so happened to be the day that my uncle was going to the Friendly Center that I was dropping them off. So as I was coming out, he was coming in, and I was able to like sneak in, interact with him for a little bit without the group home knowing. Good morning, Chloe. Yeah, you were sleeping hard. So I was able to like get a couple pictures with him and stuff like that before anybody noticed that I wasn't working there. So there's that. Uh, as for YouTube, I'm still gonna be on here. I'm still gonna be doing Get Ready With Me's. I'm still gonna have a sale. I'm planning on going through everything this weekend. Like that's my goal. I have no plans this weekend whatsoever. My goal is to go through everything and get ready for a sale next week. Yeah, I was also thinking about doing the activities coordinator there as well. Um, but my problem is they're requiring you to be able to drive a bus. And I don't have my driver's license right now. I plan on getting them before it gets way too cold. I'm just waiting for my grandma's car to be fixed so I can take it in uh, her car. But I have, let's not tell nobody. Um, I have been driving. I've been driving since I was 15 with just my temps. And my dad makes fun of me because I've had my temps 15 times. So we ain't gonna talk about that. But I am a good driver. It was just my anxiety was really bad these past few years when I wanted to take my test, um, due to just like I said, depression, weight gain, being a hermit in my house, that kind of stuff. No way. I do not want to get my CDL. I do not want to drive big vehicles. They scare me. But I am going to get it hopefully before the snow really starts to fall here in Ohio. So hopefully within the next couple weeks, to do that. Uh, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So as in YouTube, I'm still gonna do my sales. I'm still gonna do my crafting. I probably won't be putting out as many videos because I feel like my whole time goes to um, putting videos here on YouTube, and because I put out what 3 sometimes 4 a week. Um, that's probably gonna slow down a little bit because like I said, I'm trying to find a job um, and whatnot. I'm going to be starting into Christmas projects. I have some ornaments that I need to make. I'm going to be doing some Christmas journals. Um, so those are going to be coming soon. I have a haul coming up in the next day or two from Maddie's channel, Spectrum Art. Um, so yeah, but hopefully sometime next week I will be having. Yeah, lives are a lot easier. They are, but I got a I got a webcam to hook up to my Chromebook, right? um, to try to do different like angles so that you guys aren't constantly staring at my face all the time because I know that's irritating. Maybe I don't know. Do you guys like looking at my face? Because I don't. But hey, you know what it is. It is what it is. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Always looking at me all crazy. Um, but I can't get it set up to where it's focusing correctly and to where it's like just seeing what I have. Like I see everybody doing sales where it's just down, you don't see their faces, you just see what they're selling. That's what I want to do. But my camera is not allowing me to do that and it's driving me nuts. And when I have it, the mic's all weird on it. I might have to invest in a new setup. I don't know yet. I don't mind doing videos. I really don't. It's just really time consuming um with the kids being back in school in the summertime. It was a little bit easier because I could just shoo them out the door and and get the video done. And then, but then again, it was harder. I don't know. It's different. I don't. It's weird. I know that now that if I do live sales, it's gonna have to be during the school hours, which is hard as is because everybody's working. Oh, you have a birthday coming up. You're gonna start live streaming. Dan, when are you doing your first live? When are you gonna do your first video? Are you doing it live or are you just doing a video? That's what I want to know. You gotta let me know so I can clear room for you. The lighting definitely. Let's see. What's another update? Surgery update. I guess we can go on with that. I am stuck at 215 pounds. Stuck like Chuck. It ain't going nowhere. Um, no. Who is dropping? Hi, Allison. Thank you. You missed it. I got ready with me. I was showing you my products that I'm selling now. You know, my unique stuff. Don't be afraid of the prices, ladies. I'm telling you. High quality makeup, on point. Um, Surgery update. I'm stuck at 215 pounds, but it might be because I'm working out. Um, and my doctor kind of explained to me that, you know, you look at a pound of marshmallows on a plate, they take up more than a pound of apples on a plate. So the apples would be muscle, marshmallows would be fat, blah, 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 that type of thing. But I got some exciting stuff. You guys. Yes. No, I haven't. It's cold. um, I haven't wore blue jeans in 5 years, and I went out and bought myself a pair of blue jeans. The last time, like I wore a pair of blue jeans, I think I was like a size 26, and now I'm a size 19. So I can show you my blue jeans. Yeah, I got blue jeans, and they feel nice, and they're not too tight. But whose cat is that? Drop the cat. She's trying to bring a cat in. So that's where I'm at with my I still have a belly. Most of my weight is in, like that's going away is um, my legs and my face is where I've noticed. My boobs have not gone anywhere. Everybody's like, you're gonna lose your boobs. You're gonna lose your boobs. I got remeasured 2 weeks ago because I had to get a bra to go with that costume that I wore. Um, and I'm still the same size. Still the same size. That'd be so fun. Who's all gonna be on your panel? Thank you, Allison. No, they're not gonna go anywhere. I really don't think they're gonna go anywhere. Everyone's like, you're gonna lose your boobs. You're gonna lose your boobs. They haven't gone anywhere yet. They have not gone nowhere. That's awesome. I can't. I'm excited. I can't wait. You need to let me know when that's gonna happen. Well, you said you were gonna do for your birthday, so I'll make note of that on the 30th. Um, what else? Oh, my stomach. So since surgery, I had the full gastric bypass. So when you get sleeved, they remove the leftover of your stomach. When you have the bypass, they leave it in there. They just reconnect it somewhere else in your intestines. So I noticed that my stomach was growling so much and so loud, but I was not hungry. And I'm like, how does this little tiny thing make such loud noises? And so I did some research and I found out that because I had the full gastric bypass and I have that other part of my stomach still there but connected somewhere else, that's actually my old stomach making those noises and it's hungry. And since it's not connected to my esophagus, it's not signaling that it's hungry. Does that make sense? It's weird. It's crazy. So I named it Oscar the Grouch. Any mail?
It didn't come yet.
Do not bring that cat. Stop. I have no idea. They. Why does every time this year, no joke, this is how I got that. No, not that one. Iris, my other fat cat. Every time this year, a cat shows up on my doorstep, and I don't know if it's because they know that I love animals, and I'll give in, but it happens. Yeah, pretty much I have two stomachs. So the reason why they leave that part in is because it's still a viable organ and that still uses my stomach acids that it produces. So um that's that. Hopefully that'll be done. Dentist work. I know I've been having this issue with my front tooth. Yeah, that one right there. Crazy. Um since the beginning of the year. So let's just bring it back to when I was 13. When I was 13, I was racing my bike, BMX. And afterwards, I laid my head down on the handlebars, and my tooth just slightly, you guys probably heard that, tapped my handlebars, and it kind of shattered off. Um, it took my mom 2 days to find a let's just jank dentist to put something over it to rebuild my tooth, I guess is what you want to say. Um, he did not clean my teeth before he did it. My nerve was dangling at the time. He did not do a root canal. He just kind of plastered everything around it. So, okay, thank you, definitely. Um, he worked around that nerve or whatever, and the color was off. So, like, I don't know, see how you can see how it just kind of chips off. It's the tooth that was there before was a different color than after I brushed my teeth. It was more yellow. I don't know, it was weird. It was supposed to be a temporary tooth. It was only supposed to be on there for a few months, but my mom never rescheduled me in to get it permanently fixed. Well, I'm 30 now, and I woke up to it missing. So it somehow snapped off while I was sleeping. Um, got into the dentist appointment. I think this happened in February after we got back from Florida. I'm pretty sure it was. Um, so got scheduled to go in on March 25th to get it fixed, a root canal, and for it to start being rebuilt and stuff like that. And then COVID happened, and they canceled my appointment because of my high anxiety with dentists and stuff like that. Um, I needed gas and Valium for the procedure. Um, so they canceled my appointment 2 days before I was supposed to have it done, which I was mentally prepared for, you know? And then, so that was disappointing. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just 2 days. Like, why now? Then they called me in June saying that their office was back open, but because of COVID, they were not offering any kind of anesthesia, no Valium, no gas, no nothing like that. So they referred me to two other dentists. One was 3 hours away, and the other one was an hour away. And the one that was the closest to me was also not offering any sedation or anything like that. So um, they called me back in July, and they're like, oh, okay, well we're back into everything. We can get you scheduled um, October 25th. Well, I wanted to get it done, like major dentistry work done because I also had to have a tooth removed done before the surgery. Because of the surgery, I am not allowed to take anything with nice ads in it. 10 days prior, and I was having horrible mouth pain, as you have known in my live chats and me being in other things. I've talked about this horrible tooth pain, which is like the worst feeling in the world. And so I talked to my surgeon about it, and he's like, "Oh no, we're gonna get this taken care of ASAP." He wanted to do it before surgery, but then we sat down and got to talking that we didn't want to risk any type of dry socket or anything like that right before the surgery. So he made it to where I went and seen the dentist the day after my surgery. So I went to his dentist, which he scheduled my appointment. They wheeled me down from my room to the dentist office there at the hospital. Um, I had my overall exam, and the dentist also said that, with me just having the surgery, we don't want to risk any infections, blah, blah, blah. And so we scheduled it for, I think it was 2 weeks ago. I had my tooth removed. And then I go on the 5th this November for a full all exam to talk about cavities, fixing my front teeth, and possibly braces. So, because I have gaps in my teeth um, and can overbite like Emery. So, that's what I'm going to be dealing with hopefully by December, because I do have a photo shoot that I'm going to be doing. It's going to be like a boudoir, uh, Santa baby photo shoot that somebody messaged me and asked that I would be a part of. So hopefully my tooth is done by then. And then I actually talked to her on the 5th and be like, I need my front tooth done before December 13th. So that's where I'm at with updates on everything. As in for Dana, the surgery, if you want it, do not be scared. A lot of people are really scared to do it. I have had some serious abdominal surgeries done um, because of me previously having um, cervical and ovarian cancer. I found out that I had cervical and ovarian cancer when I was pregnant with Emery when I was 21, and went through some pretty major surgeries to have stuff removed. So, right after, during my pregnancy with Emery, I had a few biopsies done. They didn't want to do too much with it because, yeah, me too. Um, because they didn't want to risk rupturing my water. Um, and then a week after she was born, I went in and had half my cervix removed, which that is why I had such a um, high risk pregnancy with Grayson. And then about a year later, I still had atypical glandular cells, and they found a softball size um, cyst, tumor, whatever you want to call it, on my left ovary. So they went in and removed that. Um, then I was having other issues, so they did a laparoscopy procedure and took some pictures and biopsies that way, fixed a hernia in that area, stuff like that. Um, and my surgeon was still able to do my surgery. The only thing is I had my belly button pierced, and because of my previous surgeries, the other places where he wanted to do, I've had seven, Dana, seven. I'm with you on that one. I'm hoping to have a few more because I want it all removed. Um, yeah, definitely been through it. Um, so because of that, I had my belly button pierced. I've had it done since I was 13. I feel completely naked without it. Wore it throughout my all three of my pregnancies. Never had any issues. Where he wanted to go in through for one of my incisions, he could not. So he used my belly button piercing to do it, which has been pretty depressing because now I have to wait until February to have it redone. It's kind of weird. It's very weird because it's halfway still pierced. So the top part is still open. I just can't get it through the bottom part. It's really strange, actually. Um, but yeah, the surgery, it's not bad. I've read horror stories. I've done plenty of research. Took me 3.5 years to get it, so I had plenty of time to research. I've had my family, are you sure? Blah, blah, blah. My dad was petrified for me to have it, but my dad's my dad, and he's always been super supportive and you know dealt with it because I wanted it done. Um, I plan on in the future having another procedure done. I still have to talk to my OBGYN about it to have my entire uterus cauterized. Um, my doctor is an older gentleman. I've had him since I was 13. Um, he's done all of my surgeries and stuff like that, except for my bypass. It's a completely different doctor, but all my previous surgeries pretty much saved my life. He caught it super early, so I did not have to worry about radiation or chemo or anything like that. Um, he delivered all of my children, that kind of stuff. Me and him have talked before the surgery about cauterizing my uh, uterus because of everything going on. He's doing everything in his power to keep my insides intact, pretty much. He's an older doctor. He knows that I'm young. He does not want to put me through early menopause, and if he has to, he will just keep one of my good ovaries in there and remove everything else out. But if I would have any other issue with that ovary, then then he would eventually remove it. Um, so that's just something that I want to talk to him about. When I had my tubes tied, he also did that for me. He removed my tubes completely, which is it was a newer procedure 5 years ago. He was one of the first doctors in Ohio to do it because due to research, they found that cervical cancer starts in the ovaries and follows down. So he removed the tubes for me. He said it would be better with me having the atypical glandular cells. It was better for me to have the entire um, tubes removed. So he removed those. He removed 95% of those. Hi, Angie. Oh no, Angie. I hope you're okay. Hopefully the lady goes easy on you. Because those COVID testings are terrible. I hated mine. That lady made my nose bleed so bad. Hopefully you'll get your results back super super fast so um so yeah, that's something that I plan on within the next year to have done and have him recheck everything. I know she sees the birds or she sees the other cat. That's Iris. That's Emery's cat. She's a weirdo. Yeah, you definitely have been sick too long, Angie. That's for sure. um So hopefully they can find out what's going on with you, and hopefully that your test comes back negative. Let's see here. People have asked me if I was considering the skin removal surgery. Yes, if need be. No, if not need be. I, how do I explain this? So after my kids, I really didn't have a lot of loose skin. Um, so I really don't think I'll have that much loose skin after my 6 months of weight loss, whatever it is for me. So, no, I do not want it particularly at all, but if medically necessary, I will have it done. Let's see here. Boob job. I guess we can talk about that. So far, I have not lost any of my boobies. I've already said that. I've not lost any of those. Those are still there. They ain't going nowhere. I don't think I'll need anything to help lift the girls back up or anything like that. I'm not. I If it gets to the point where I have to roll them up like boo burritos and stuff in my bra, then I'd probably get it done. I've already, talked to family members about that kind of stuff. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing too exciting. Working out. Yeah, that's what you said over and on Mandy's channel. I saw that the other day. Maybe yes. That's well, Allison. That's what I was talking about. Is I'm stuck at 215. Stuck at 215. I have lost or gained in like a week. Yeah, poo burritos. And it's irritating. But then again, like I said, it could be because I'm working out on top of it. Um, so, and like I said, my doctor kind of like, I said this also, the doctor kind of like showed like what a pound of marshmallows look like next to a pound of apples. Marshmallows would be your fat, more, you know, shows more of that, but lighter. Apples are heavier but smaller, so muscle. Yeah, I'll get there. I'm not worried about it. I'm pretty confident. I don't eat things I'm not supposed to eat. Like I said, for the Halloween party, I only took a couple sips of alcoholic beverages uh, of Chloe's because I was not trying to die that night and so forth. But yeah, any other questions, you guys? Any questions? Tell me about it. And I have that little boy that I watch after school. Any questions? So if you're interested in any of the makeup, Allison and everybody else, um, even if you don't wear makeup, great gifts for your children if they're old enough, your grandchildren if they're old enough. Any men on here, your wives, because like I'd love it if my husband bought me makeup. Um, my shop with me link is going to be in the description box below. Um, great makeup benefits or not benefits. Oh my goodness, what is that word called? I'm having a brain fart. Profits, some of the profits, that's the word. Profits that go to a really good organization, charity that helps women and children who have been sexually abused. Um, your mineral based products. Um, so, so minerally based and so healthy that your face primer, say you have some flyaways or static, right? Flyaways or static, you can rub this through your hair and it ain't gonna hurt your hair. Um, you can use your lip products on your eyes. You can use it on your lip cheeks. It's like a versatile makeup brand. Love it. Absolutely love it. I wish I had more of it. I'm getting there. To keep my link, my shop with me link, I have to sell $150 worth of product by the end of the month. So hopefully I'll have some takers. Like I said, great stocking stuffers, Christmas gifts. They have skincare line also, like cleaning lotions. That they have makeup for all ages. Um, yeah, and brushes. I love their makeup brushes. This right here, it's made from boar's hair. So silky soft. Not even gonna lie. I am actually getting myself a set for Christmas of more of the brushes. Yes, Angie, please let us know what it is, what is said. No, you are perfectly fine, darling. I don't have no Angie. Do you, girl? Do you? Lots of positive vibes coming your way. Surgery, everything's going good. 55 pounds down, so I can't really complain. Um, gonna be busy. I've talked about in the beginning that my channel, I probably won't be posting 3 videos a week on here. It's probably gonna slow down to maybe 1 or 2 a week. Um, because I am looking for a job. Hopefully, we'll get one soon. I'm going to be working on some Christmas stuff. I'm going to be doing tutorials on how I make my glitter ornaments. Um, can you put your link on Facebook? Of course. Dana, in my pictures on Facebook, I have my link on there. Yep, yep, yep. It will also be in the description box whenever this uploads to YouTube. Um, it's actually in the description box of all of my videos. Now that I think of it, um, I have a sale coming up. I do not have an exact date yet. This weekend, like I said before, I'm going through everything, getting it ready, getting it prepped. I want to get a couple Christmas journals done before I do my sale. Yes, Allison, I will. I will have videos for those. I just have to find the ornaments that I want to use. But yeah, I I plan on, so Angela Veliquez, which is Angela Serendipity Arts here on YouTube, is one of my best friends. I talk to her on the phone every single day, and that kind of stuff. She is absolutely obsessed with the Nightmare Before Christmas, and I plan on for her Christmas present making her a set of Nightmare Before Christmas ornaments. So I'm gonna be doing that. Also, I gotta make ornaments for my tree. I never put up a tree for Christmas. I'm one of those bog humbugs because I hate Ohio, which is where I live. I hate snow, which is what we get, and I hate the cold. So, which is Ohio. Um, so I never put up a Christmas tree. Yes, I have children. Shame on me. Go ahead, yell at me. I have children and I don't put up a Christmas tree. No, I don't. Um, my niece has convinced me to put one up this year. Yeah, so I have to make ornaments because I'm not gonna go buy them. Who does that? I don't go buy ornaments. I'm gonna make them because, of course, it's gonna be beachy related because that's the only thing that's gonna match my house. Unless my husband says, "Go ahead and redecorate the house," then we might be talking about something else. But I doubt he's gonna say that. Comes to me, you shouldn't speak nice to the market. Okay, I'll watch you guys while I'm sorting through my stuff for when I do my sale. All right, Angie, please be careful. Love you so much. Yeah, so that's gonna be coming up. And like I said, Christmas journals. I'm gonna try to make a couple because I have a couple paper pads that have like the Avent calendar type style on it. So I thought it'd be fun to make a couple Christmas journals that have 25 pages in it, um, and use those, like cut those out as like the days for journaling. And I thought that would be fun. Yep, that's what I do. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I like craft for a week and then I cluster record, which is, if you don't know what it is, I record everything that I made that week in one day, and then I upload it to YouTube, and schedule it to come out every couple days. So that's what I've been doing. That's what works best for me. Oh my goodness, we have another person in here asking. I do not vote. I do not get in politics, so don't ask me that. Um, I have my own personal feelings on it, and I don't talk about it on YouTube. So that's not what my channel is about. That is not what my channel is about. So, but yeah, as in for my YouTube channel, like I said, I'm going to be doing the get ready with me's, the chit chats, the updates, the crafting, that kind of stuff. So keep an eye out for me. It's going to be during these like live chats and stuff like that will be during school hours. So between like 9 and 2:30 ish is when I'll pop on for these kind of little chats. I just have fun coming on and showing you guys how I get ready with me. And like I said, I've had people ask me, do tutorials on how you do your makeup. You do so good, blah, blah, blah. I'm no professional. It's super easy. I slapped it on with what? Within like a half hour talking to you guys. It's normally faster when I'm not talking. It's okay. It's okay, Andrew. Chloe's boyfriend's here. What'd you bring the spoiled brat this time? Sonaro. He spoils her. She's super spoiled. She's in the bathroom. She was blow drying her hair. So yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and get off here and get me something to eat. It's 11 o'clock. I gotta take my afternoon meds and get me some protein in and pick up my mess from my makeup, so forth. But thank you all for coming and chatting with me. I hope you guys all have a beautiful day. Stay warm if it is cold where you're at, like it is here, and stay happy and warm, Diana, where you're at. But I will talk to you all later, and I will see you. Love you. Love you all so much. I gotta get my nails done too. Oh gosh, it's never ending. Love you. Thank you all for coming. Bye.